Hello and welcome to March West Junction TMD. Today I'm going to show you some products from West Hill Wagon Works, and I'm just going to show you what they look like when they've painted up. So this is a bit of a how-to, what I do with painting some of these 3D printed kits. So grab yourself a drink and enjoy. Okay, first of all, just run through some of the items that I've got from West Hill Wagon Works. Now, something I'd like to point out, these were all donated to the Worley Model Railway Club for the Margate Warren project, which is a layout that we're doing for Hornby to go into Margate for the visitor centre. And fair play to West Hill Wagon Works, they donated a load of items to help kit out at our depot. So I'll just run through some of the items that they give us before I paint them up. So the first item I want to show you, this little bench driller. Now I've had one of these for my layout. That's it there, it's really good detail, and that's how it comes as well. You don't have to get this one off the sprues, so it's ready to paint and then plant. So and as you can see, it's got the price at the top, 99p. These are on special at the moment. That's the first item. Then the second item is these locomotive inspection platforms. These are normally £5, and these come on a series of sprues which are a little bit fiddly to take off. But once you start snipping away, you soon reveals what you're trying to leave behind. I always keep referring to the picture behind to see what I'm leaving on as part of the kit. So those are the locomotive inspection platforms. You get 2 in a pack. And then there's this little tool chest. Now this already comes red, but I will be painting this red or probably another colour, I'm not sure. But it's a nice little item, 3D printed. It's got the drawers partially open. So I thought this was quite a smart kit as well. And these are normally £2.20. And then we've got the compressor trailer there. Again, I've took this off the sprues, this one, at the club, so I could paint it when I got back here. And here's a nice little kit. It comes with a bit of pipe as well, as you can see at the bottom there. I don't know how much these are. You'll have to look on the website because you didn't have a price on that. And the next item, these powered access platforms, or they call them cherry pickers, but I always thought a cherry picker was the ones that concertina up. But that's what they must be then. But these are a nice little item. Again, these come on the sprues, and I've cut it all away at the club, ready, so I can bring it back here and start painting it. You get 2 in a kit, and I can't remember the price. There's these platform tugs. Again, these come on a sprue. These are quite nice actually. You've got 2 open cabs, and then you've got 2 with cabs, but one of them's got the door wide open and one of them's got them partially open. So it's a nice little variant from the Backman one that they do. So I thought that's a nice little touch. Again, I don't know what the price of these are, but just go to West Hill Wagon Works website and you'll see them on there. Then we've got these, which are the HAA wagon wheel sets, which come with this bottom piece for putting them on a rack. These again all come on a sprue, which come off quite easily, broke off quite easily. Quite nice wheels as well, with the end bearings showing there. So something different. So again, I took all these off the sprues ready for painting. And staying with the wheels, we've got these Class 47 with a wooden cradle again. These are really nice, these are. The detail on the end, I don't know if you're focusing, is quite good. With there's like a clamping spring for holding the end on. So they're quite nice, they are. And of course you've got the actual, I'm not sure if it's a representation of a gear or wheel, someone will tell me, from the electric motors. And a nice little touch, and again, like I say, they come with a cradle. These have got a price tag of £6 on them. And then we've got these work benches. I've had these before. These are nice little benches, £2.50. Nice little kit. I don't think these come on a sprue. I think they were already off the sprues, these was. I don't remember taking them off. And then finally, we've got these, some waste bins, which are quite a nice little touch. Some of them with the lids open as well, with rubbish inside. So I'm going to enjoy painting them up. Something different for the layout. I've never seen them with the actual lids open. So we'll see how they turn out at the end. Okay, these 3D printed items, I've just given them a quick spray with the rattle can, and for the steps and the bins, these here, I've used Halford's red primer, which is this one, which I find is quite a nice colour actually. It gives a browny red finish, and for a first coat it's really good. And for the racks, these what they're called cherry pickers, and the trucks and the little compressor trailer, I've sprayed that with Humbrol Yellow 69, which is this one. Now, a tip that I was given a while ago that I didn't use this time, and I should have done, was to use less of your finishing paints on yellows. Always spray white undercoat. Now I use normally the Halford's white, which is this one, white primer, which is these ain't bad. They're about, I think, £9, £8.99 or something like that a can for a large can. And there's 500 millilitres, the same with the red primer. I think, yeah, that's 500 millilitres on that, and they're about £8 or £9 a can. And you considering that the Humbrol ones are like £7 for a little tiny one like that, which is 150 ml. But they are good value for money. But like I say, as a tip, when you paint anything yellow, always use a white primer underneath to give you a better finish on your top coat of yellow. The next stage for these is just painting the details on them, like black tyres, steering wheels, seats and things like that, and detailing inside the bins that are open here with bin bags and things like that, painting them in. And then I've got the other kits to do, which is benches, toolboxes, pedestal driller and the wheel sets. So we'll move on to painting those next. Okay, I've got all the items back on the workbench, all painted up, and we'll just go through what they look like now they're painted. We'll start from the left and make our way across, starting off with the inspection ladders. There's a left hand and a right hand to these, and with these I've just sprayed them with that Halford's red primer, and I think they do look quite good in just this colour, and it gives it a really good coat. The detail's really fine on them. All the actual cutouts for the actual tread is in the each one of them as well, which I think is quite impressive, and you can see through. And then the next item are these cherry pickers. Now with these I use the Humbrol 69 yellow, and the scissor lift part that concertina's up and the wheels I've used the Humbrol RC colour 104, which is dirty black, I think it's called. That's the number there. Now something with these Humbrol colours, if you go for the rail stuff at the moment, because they're obsolete now and they've stopped making them, you can pick these up really cheap, between 50p to £1. So there's a top tip. If you see any of them about, don't forget they don't just have to be used for railways. You can grab some at a cheap price at the moment. Then moving on to the wheels, I'll grab one off there. These come up quite good. What I've used on these was frame dirt from the Rail Match range, and if it's focusing, that's it there, number 2402. And it's a nice little colour this is, and dries really quick as well, being acrylic. And the detail on these are absolutely second to none, with all the clips around where the bearing is and everything. And the cradle, again, I've used that Humbrol 69. Moving on to the bins. The bins I've just painted up with that Halford's red primer again. Give it a quick spray over with that. Didn't even need an undercoat. And for the bin bags inside, I used the rail colour again from Humbrol 401. So dirty black, and I think they look quite good. Stand out really well. Then the little generator or compressor. Again, I've used the yellow 69 from Humbrol and the 401 to paint the black bits, that little handle and everything. When you cut this out, you just got to remember not to cut that sticking down, because that's obviously to give it the tripod so it stands up. So it's important you watch that. Same with the wheels now, painted it for the HAA wagons, painted up with the same frame dirt and the yellow again, number 69. Now the workbenches, I've painted these with a slightly different colour. This is Sleeper Grime, because it gives it a bit more deeper brown colour. And again, I didn't have to do an undercoat with these, just paint on, no hassle. And the code for the Sleeper Grime that I use, it's wore off a little bit, so it's hard to see, but I think it's, let's have a look, it's 24, I think it's 05, if that focuses in, 2405 I think it is. It might be a 6 actually on the end, it might be 2406, but that's the Sleeper Grime from the Rail Match colour range. And I've had these paints for years and seem to last forever, because it goes on really well. You don't have to put loads of coats. Then moving on to the little tractor units, again with the yellow 69 and the RC 401 for the wheels and the steering wheel. These have got two different types. You got the door open on the right hand side, door partially open on the left hand side, and then you got the open cab tug with and I've painted the wheels as well, as you can see. So that's the first lot of items. There was two other additions that I found in the bottom of the pack as well, and that I forgot about, and that was these. There's the toolbox there. It just focuses in. So we've got the toolbox here. Now I've painted that with RC421. Now it looks pink on the sticker, but that's Hornby for you. And it's from the Humber acrylic range, the trains, again the railway collection. That's virgin red. And then the pedestal driller, which is hard for it to focus in. It's really good detail. If I can get it to focus in. I'm not sure if it will. Can't really get it to do it. It's probably about the best I can get it. If I put a white background, that's better. Oh, there you go. The detail on that is really good. It's even got the little handle for pulling it down. And I've painted that using matte 30 from the Humber range, and that's just a dark green it's called. And I think that looks really, really good. That will go on to one of these benches here eventually. So it's a fiddly little item, that's why I've attached it to a cocktail stick and a bit of blue tack to paint. It comes off the sprues, but it is really, really tiny. Okay, one final thing I've done is I've used some of this the MIG panel lining wash, and the one I've used is this PLW neutral brown, and the number's 1614. And I was trying to get the stuff that Richard used on Everard Junction, but you cannot get it anywhere in this country apparently because it's illegal. There's something to do with the chemicals in it that you can't get it. So you only can get it in the US apparently, according to the model shops. So anyhow, I've used this one. I've gone for brown because I didn't want to go for black lining over the yellow. But it's mainly the yellow that I've added it to. I have added it to these bins just to get the lines out the top to stand out a little bit. And it gives it a bit more of a weathered appearance. On these, as you can see, I've done the tread inside, so it looks a bit dirty, and it helps get all these details to pop a little bit by just using this lining. So I've done the two cherry pickers stroke scissor lifts, done the compressor, so it's highlighted around here, the little grill there, around the arch and that, and a bit round of the handle detail, and on the trucks as well. I've done it on these so it highlights a little bit at the front, a bit more of the lines in the front and that, as you can see on that one there. And it gives it a bit of a weathered appearance as well, so you can see that little grill's lit up, round the lights lit up and things like that. So that's, like I say, this is from the MIG range. So it's quite good. All you do is just give it a good shake, dip your brush in, and then just touch it on a line. And it just goes all the way along the line, as you'll see on Richard's videos at Everard Junction, how he does it. So that's about it really. That's all the items, and a big thank you to West Hill Wagon Works for donating these to the Worley Model Railway Club. It's really appreciated, and it really helps the club out as well when we get companies that donate items. And like I say, if you come to the Worley show the end of November, you'll see these items on the actual layout, Margate Warren, and which I'll be operating on the Saturday hopefully. And you get to be able to see them in person a bit closer and appreciate how good these models are. So I'd like to say a big thank you for everyone for taking the time to watch this video and stopping by. Big thank you to all my subscribers. It keeps growing and growing. It just knocks me for six how good it is. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified by more videos. And don't forget to like and share this video so other people get the chance to see it. So I'd like to say once more, big thank you. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.